Indiana. We got another load, delivered at Murfreesboro off, and then we picked, I guess we picked the heavy one this time. We'll try to start this year, and we'll try to do a little bit different. Try to stay away from the heavy loads, unless they're going to like Tennessee or Florida or something like that, because there's not a whole lot of big mountains you have to climb. But this one is a 39 foot. I've never hauled it before. It's a Cedar Creek, and it's also picking up in a place I haven't picked up before yet either, over at the fairgrounds in Goshen, Indiana. We are 33 miles from it, and then we'll figure out what this right here is going to weigh and what it's going to look like, and all that good stuff. But I had some comments wanted to address, like the ELD. You do not have to run ELD over here. And I'm pretty sure all the other transport ones, you don't have to run ELD too. Maybe if you're running an 18-wheeler over here, maybe, I don't know. But you don't have to run two. It's the logbook that we use. You know, if you make a mistake, you can go back and change it. Kind of like today is December the 19th. All right, say I made a mistake and actually this run was supposed to be on December the 17th. Well, then you can change that to December the 17th if you need to, if you accidentally made a mistake. Now, DOT regulations, you can drive 11 hours a day. You can work 14 hours a day. You gotta have a 15-minute pre-trip, and you got to have a 30-minute break within 8 hours by DOT regulations. So I guess as long as your logbook shows that, that's what matters at the end of the day. But I'm not saying go out here and change it all the time and run crazy. I'm not saying none of that. I'm just telling you by DOT regulations that is what your logbook is supposed to look like. But I'm kind of anxious to hurry up and get this one on and get it off. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all, we're also going to a part of Florida I haven't been to in a long time. I have never delivered a camper, but we are going to Pensacola, Florida. And this one paid $1.63. That's the reason I picked it. It's 800 something miles. Time I figured out what it paid versus going to Dover or something like that paid more miles but less paying, I actually made $100 less doing this run and saving the extra 200 miles going out. Time you figure up the fueling cost and then coming back the extra, then to me I just took this one. That, and I want to hurry up and get it kicked off and get back home and take a week off for Christmas. I think a lot of y'all are already at home for Christmas. A lot of you out here running. But we're gonna go down here and like I said, I don't know what to expect. Don't know what I'm getting into. One of my friends that picked up over there before says right now it's got grass, but by the time we get through going in there and putting it forward drive and tearing it up, it's gonna be a mud pit. So I'm not sure what to expect. But I guess we'll find out here in about 37 more minutes. So I guess we'll see. Also, I have made a email for this channel. If y'all have any comments and you're not wanting to ask the comment, want everybody to see it, or you just want to keep private, it's Mr.Tennessee 1977 at gmail.com. I'll try to put, I'm going to start trying to put the link in the description of the email. So that way you can just click on it, make it easier for y'all, and just type the questions, whatever you want to know or whatever you want to tell me. I figured that might help out the people that don't want to get in here and ask certain questions in front of everybody and all that stuff, especially to do with logbooks or anything like that, because I'm not wanting to put a lot of stuff out here with the logbooks. Now answer questions, but I kind of got to answer them so I can save my butt too. I don't want to sit here and say, oh yeah, I run like this and do this, and then they say no. I get pulled in a scale house and they're like, oh yeah, I seen where you said this, and let's look at you real good. I don't need that kind of trouble. So if you got, just whatever, that's the email, and I'm gonna try to put it in the description on my videos starting now. But I made that for y'all guys, just for questions you don't want to get on here and ask. Alrighty, well, we're almost there, so let's get down here and see what we're gonna get into. Alrighty, we are a half a mile from it, and there is a lot of crooked turns, and get over to this the way I came anyway. I don't know if there's a better way, but it's supposed to be up here on the left. I figured I'd give y'all a look at it just in case you haven't been here yet. Golly. But rough roads, railroad tracks. I guess it's gonna be right here. Yeah, I see campers. Looks like it's a field. And pulling in of any yard, you always, I don't know where the guard check is. I guess this woman right here is the guard check. Yeah. Let me check in here with the guard check, then we'll ride over here and see what it looks like. Alrighty. Like I said, never been here, so that's the first time that I've seen. We didn't have a guard check. She said maybe they'll get her one, but we're going to be looking at the camper. She said if I didn't find it, they go across the bridge. There's a mower over there. Look like they've rented like part of a way to get into the field or something, and it's definitely muddy. That truck's already got the floorboard muddy getting out, just checking in. But I guess it is what it is. Can't stay clean all the time. We're gonna be home after we deliver it. We'll be home a week, so we'll get the truck cleaned back up. But I'm gonna ride around this right here and then see if I find it, and we'll get out and take a look at it. Alrighty, we have just found it. Haven't got out and checked it out. The name on it, and my truck is muddy. You go on the other side of this road right here and it ain't nothing but mud. But I'm gonna see if I can't get turned around here. The name on it, I had to get out and look at the VIN. The name on it was wrong, and I happened to see, so I mean, I don't know, but the VIN is right, so it's definitely us. We gotta get out here and check it out. It's the hand right there looks kind of wild. Look at this one. I'll get this down here. Yeah, look at it. Get the cord out of your way. That looks kind of wild. But the one we're getting is this one right there. So let me get out and check it out. Alrighty, as you can see, truck got a little bit of muddy. I took my time too. Now one of my friends that come over here, that's what we're getting. One of my friends come over here and got followed somebody else over here to help them hook up. And like I said before, and the questions and stuff I've had asked about the tires, mud and snow tires is what you need. They had street tires on, and they pulled in one of these spots over here. If you can see the mud, and they couldn't get it out. He had to actually hook up to it to get it out. And the one thing I would check, as you can see, as they're bringing them in, they're splattering mud. I've seen some when I cut the camera off coming in that was really wild of how much mud they had caked in there. They're slinging mud, they're slinging rocks. So I would definitely be careful of and look at everything really good, make sure you don't have no damage. Well, and it's a 38 foot. I'm just gonna get the paperwork out because the name don't match it, but the serial number does. I want to look at everything good, and then I'll check it all out and get back with you. All right, I wanted to show you all this. This is something new for me. Usually on the fifth wheels, the battery go in here. And I look, and there's no wires in there for the battery. So I looked over here on the side, opened the side door up. There's our paperwork. Gosh, they got an inverter. And gladly, they have a battery that's hooked up. Do we have power to it? Maybe it's cut off. I'll see if I can't find the cutoff switch. Hopefully it's just cut off. Then we can get hooked up. We don't have to use our battery. If not, we're gonna do some jumping. Let me check this thing out and see what we got. Alrighty. This place is a mud pit. Spin a little bit to get back here to it, but I didn't put it in four-wheel drive or nothing. Looks like I'm gonna have to put it in four-wheel drive to get out of here. Man. Guess we'll have to drop her in four-wheel. Get out of here. This thing, I need to put a little bit of air in the tire. It is a muddy mammy jammy. Alrighty, well, we got out of there. Put in four-wheel drive, it come right on out. But this is, I could tell if it rained a lot, it might be a pain in the butt. That's the reason I think that if you're gonna do street tires, I'd probably do them in the summertime, probably get better fuel mileage. But starting anywhere close to fall, I'd go ahead and have the mud and snow tires put on, plus some states are supposed to have. This one weighs about 12,500 pounds, like 12,400 something pounds. So it's not as heavy as I thought for being a 38 foot. It is a 38 foot. It's got the wrong name on it, but that's where it's good to check the VIN numbers. The VIN numbers, because I've done made that one, at one mistake, so I don't want to make another one. So I always look at the VIN now just to make sure, and it matched up, even though the name didn't, and that's happened before. You will run in a situation like that, but the bad thing about it is being on the Sunday, on the weekend, you can't really get a hold of nobody. We got an emergency number that you can get a hold of, but I don't know if you'll be able to get another camper or not. I didn't see no physical damage. The battery was charged, the power was cut off. I cut the power on, and it charged right up. So we didn't have to get our battery out, so that saved us a little bit of time. But I've noticed on this one, that whoever made it has made it different than everybody else. The first thing, the battery's right there on the side. That's number one. Number two, when the legs come up on the fifth wheel, usually it's rather one on the passenger side that comes up first, and then the one on the driver's side, or some of them come up at the same time. This one, the one on the driver's side come up first, and then the one on the passenger side come up. New camper for me to haul. We don't know how. I hope it rides good. Decent fuel mileage, I'm hoping. It's not as heavy as I thought. I figured there was caulk and everything all over the camper. They didn't clean it up as far as that. And I'm trying to ease out of here so I don't sling as much mud. Because I don't want no mud, rot damage or anything like that. Mud's all over my daggum truck. When we get this thing off, we are going to find a truck wash, that is for sure. And then I'm going to have to clean the floor mats up. They got mud all over my floor mats. But that's why I like them WeatherTech floor mats. You just wash them off and put them back in. They're good to go. But man, it's kind of rough too, coming in and out this place. But over and all, I mean, it really ain't bad. Like I said, you could have some trouble if you don't have four-wheel drive. That's why I prefer four-wheel drive. You could have trouble if you don't have good tires. And the reason I was probably spinning whenever I was coming out is because I was spinning to get locked up to it. And I finally got it. It took me a little bit to get her in there, but I finally got her in there, and that's why she didn't want to come out. So I already had all the tread and everything covered in the mud. So we just locked it in, just pulled it right out. It really wasn't no problem, but might be a problem if you don't have a four-wheel drive. That's why, in my opinion, I wouldn't do this job without a four-wheel drive because of the mud and the snow. Just my opinion. I know a lot of people do it with two-wheel drives, but in a situation like that, you've been slinging or trying to pull, and you could damage the trailer or put more stress on the truck trying to get it out. Or you might just be buried up and can't get it out. Well, let's get rolling and see what we can't get into. Alrighty, we are over here and we just dropped it off. They're checking it out right now. This one weighed, like I said, like 12,400 and something. It pulled all right. The brake didn't have no brakes on it, so I had to watch everything. And this load paid $1.63. Let me see if I can't figure out. Yeah, I got some paperwork here. They got most of it. But this load was 885 miles, and it paid $1,442.55. And I'll flip the camera around and show you what it looks like. They already got the slides and everything open up on it. First time being here, it looks like they're cleaning it up pretty good as they're inspecting it. So we may be here for a few minutes. All right, there it is. Look like they hooked they don't use the battery. They hooked the wire up, but it had its own battery. This thing right here, 3 slides on this side. So that was pretty big, pretty heavy. But it pulled all right. And then you've got, looks like 2 slides over here on this side. So I can't back up. So you got a slide right here and a slide right there. So this thing is a total of 5 slides. But it pulled pretty good. Come through a little bit of rain. Got some of the mud off the truck, not all of it. It's definitely got a final wash and still mud on the hood, mirrors. But it was a muddy mess picking it up, as y'all seen. Dang, got the new rims muddy, dirty. Alrighty, I'm gonna wind this video up while they're checking everything in. I'm gonna do my logbook and figure out if I'm gonna go home or figure out if I'm gonna go back and try possibly. I seen on the board a while ago there was a Chattanooga on there that's paying pretty good. Thought about possibly getting it off before Christmas. I don't know. We'll see how long it takes there if it's still on the board or not. But as always, y'all have a good one. Be safe out there. Like, comment. If you haven't subscribed, go and hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell notification. And I will see you on the next one.